Hey guys, welcome back to Open Source Outlaw. Today I'm going to be taking a look at CyanogenMod 12 nightly build 02-19-2015. It's the brand new nightly. I'm going to take you through the entire setup process because they've changed the initial setup before you boot into your tablet, so you guys can take a look at that before installing it yourselves. So again, if you want to get to your recovery, you want to hold volume up and power at the same time. Wait till the screen goes black and you see your Samsung logo. Let go of the buttons and you'll boot into recovery. I apologize for the bright light on the tablet, but during the setup process of Lollipop, there are some white windows that pop up that you're unable to see the text without the light, so I've got to put that on for now. Okay guys, so always do a backup. Make sure you tick all 4 boxes and make sure you've got your external SD card selected and swipe to backup. I've already done mine, so I won't bore you with that. Now we're going to do a wipe. Advanced wipe. Tick every box except the last one because that's where your ROM is stored and your backups. So swipe to wipe. Alright, head back home. Go to install. Make sure you've got your external SD card selected. And find your ROM. Okay. And again, it's dated 2015-02-19. That's the brand new one. Select that, swipe to install. Alright, now head back and install your gaps. Okay, and now you want to reboot your system. Now I will say I am not using this nightly as my daily driver. I'm actually back on CM11, which is based on 4.4.4 KitKat. Because that's the most rock solid stable ROM I can find for the 12.2. Also because they've changed the boot animation on this ROM, and it takes forever for the tablet to boot up every single time. And as you can see right now, it's taking an extra long time right now, even just to boot in. I think they got the timing wrong on the CyanogenMod boot animation, and it literally just takes forever every single time you reboot. It takes a little bit more time right now because it's setting up for the first time and it needs to install the gaps, but as you can see here, the animation is completely different. And now it's installing the gaps. The one bonus feature here is that during the setup process, you'll end up seeing a screen that allows you to enable navigation buttons on the actual screen itself and disable the buttons down at the bottom. I really like this feature. I'm not 100% sure if it was in the last nightly, but I definitely have noticed it in this nightly. And I like it because I've noticed a lot when I'm watching a movie or whatever, sitting on a chair or laying in bed or whatever, I'm constantly hitting the back button down at the bottom and causing me to leave the movie, you know, halfway through or whatever, which is pretty annoying. So that's a nice feature to have. And if you decide to not use it during the setup process, I mean, if you skip over it, you can enable it in the settings by going to buttons in the settings, and right at the top you'll see a little switch you can tick, and it'll enable the on-screen navigation for you. I'll show you that once we boot in. There's also going to be an option for you to sign up for a CyanogenMod account. But it's broken at the moment, so when you try to sign up, it'll just not let you. So skip over that bit. You're not going to see it right now because I'm not going to enable Wi-Fi. So, okay, I'm going to skip Wi-Fi. And there you go, that's the option I was talking about. You use on-screen navigation keys. So if I tick that box right now and go next, it'll show up in a second. There are your location services for Google, your time settings, and start. As you can see, that was all rebranded to CyanogenMod. And here are the on-screen navigation keys like I was talking about. And again, if you want to enable or disable them, you go to your settings. And you go to buttons, and right at the top you can enable or disable them. And for the purpose of the video, I'll just keep them on right now. Alright, so not much has changed with this new nightly. You still have some graphical errors in terms of switching between windows and the card catalog thing. So let me just open a few apps and maybe I can show you. Okay, so I don't know if this is the camera's picking this up, but there's still artifacts on the different cards. Sometimes they'll be, so like back here, you see there's a ton of them. Sometimes it'll come up perfectly. Sometimes there'll be a ton of artifacts. It's just pretty random like that. Aside from that, everything works. Wi-Fi works. Screencast works. Auto rotation works. I think even transitioning between different windows is a little bit smoother. I think they might have added a new music app. I don't know if that came with a GAP package, if that was built into the ROM itself. I'm not positive about that. But everything is pretty much the same. They've just made some slight improvements here and there. Both cameras work front and back, so you don't have to worry about them not working. But for me, the biggest feature is having these on-screen navigation buttons. And again, I don't know if that was a feature in the last nightly, but I've definitely noticed it in this new nightly. So definitely check that out. And that's about it, guys. If you liked the video, please hit the like button down at the bottom. Leave a comment if you have any questions. And thanks for tuning in. And I'll be doing another video when a new nightly comes out for this particular ROM. I'm also trying to find other ROMs to review, but it seems like there's not a whole lot on XDA right now for alternative ROMs for the 12.2. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if maybe a lot of guys didn't buy this particular tablet, but there's definitely not a lot of options for ROMs for this tablet. Also, check down in the description. I'll post a link for this ROM so you can directly download it from this YouTube video. I'll also post a link for the gaps, and I'll post a link so you can directly go to the XDA forums for this ROM. Alright guys, thanks again. Bye.